What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to prepare for the 2025 crazy market that is going to be happening. Well, it's kind of already started now, but I'm going to be kind of giving what I'm going to be doing and what I suggest you to be doing. So let's get into it. First thing, the biggest thing that I want to say is what you're going to have to do is have cash around. Cash is going to be king in 2025. And right now, it really is king. You have to make sure you have cash around. Make sure you're ready for deals to pop up, because deals that are popping up come up and they go like this. They do not last long at all. Trust me, I can tell you that. So make sure cash, as much cash as you can have around, make sure you have it. Maybe start selling off some cards right now if you can. Do some other things to get cash around. If you have some product that's gone up and you don't really feel comfortable holding it long term and you feel like you've already gained some stuff of it, get it and be ready, because you have to be ready when these deals come up, because most of these deals that are going to come up, it's not going to last long. I can tell you that right now. And that is what I have right now, is cash. I mean, I've been trying to get as much cash as I can ready for it. I mean, I've been spending a lot too, which is what it is, but I'm going to make sure to try to have cash myself too, so I can make sure to be ready for this. That's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what I'm trying to do throughout this whole entire month until like beginning of next year, because when we see those newer sets coming out, like we have Team Rocket, Trainer, Prismatic Evolution is a big one right now. You have to be ready to take these deals and ready to buy them, because majority of the places that are actually having good deals, like these big stores and stuff like that, you have to be ready to buy these deals, because those deals you have to pay for them there. So you know what I mean, like that. The main thing that I'm trying to get across right here is you do not want to get to the point where you are seeing a great deal and you have a chance to buy it and you don't have enough cash to take care of it and take advantage of it. So that's going to be a big thing that I would suggest you to try to do, and try to get as much cash as you can. Just save it, you know what I mean? Just hold on to it, because you never know when a deal pops up and you're going to be ready to take advantage of it. Another thing that I would say is make sure you have a budget. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just my problem, honestly, is myself, is not having a budget. Kind of, I'm trying to get better at that, which is kind of hard, because when I see a deal, I'm like, ooh, let me pick this up, let me pick this up, let me pick this up. But for right now, I'm kind of personally knowing the sets that I want to go after. I know the sets that I'm going after and what I'll go after other sets for, because other sets I'm not really looking at right now. But if certain price points, I can buy these at certain price points, other sets, and I'm gonna go into those. But there's only 2 or 3 sets that I'm really looking at and paying attention to. And if something happens and something pops up for those sets, I'm buying it. You see what I'm saying? So that is what I would really suggest you to do. Have a budget, and also make sure whenever you're having a budget, make sure you're limiting yourself. You know what I mean? Like that. Trust me, I know you want to go all in on these sets. I know people are saying, oh, I'm gonna go all in on Prismatic. Hey, trust me, I totally understand. Me personally, I'm going heavy into Prismatic. I've already went heavy into Prismatic. Like, it's gonna be one of my biggest probably positions. I've already had biggest position was in Surging Sparks. My next biggest position is gonna be in Prismatic Evolutions, but that's because I truly believe in it, and I'm ready just in case we have a big downturn, because Pokemon can print a crazy amount of Prismatic Evolutions. Crazy amount. It's possible, you know what I mean, like that. We don't know what's going to happen, so you have to be ready for these sets, be ready for the long term, and get ready for them, you know what I mean, like that. Just make sure you have a budget around that is going to help you a lot to kind of succeed with your investments and succeeding with next year, because trust me, with deals popping up, you're going to hear people saying like, oh, buy this. Make sure you're zoned in, make sure you know what you want to buy, because it can get kind of crazy out there. Trust me, I know it can. Also, a big thing I want to say, okay, you already have the cash around, you're already ready, you mean like that, you have the cash. I would say do not overspend. I can tell you that right now. If you, this is my problem. I'm having a big problem, trust me, because I dropped, I hate saying this number, but I dropped $1,000 last night on poster collections. I bought 30 poster collections and 13 sticker collections. I dropped like, I think $1,100 last night on these. I wasn't even ready to do, you mean like that. I had cash around, I have cash around available just in case deals come up. But I wasn't ready to, like, you know what I mean, like that. It just happened, you know what I mean, like that. But that's why I kind of want to tell you to make sure you are ready for certain things like that, because you want to take advantage when deals like that happens. I knew that was going to sell out within. It sold out within. I was feeling bad. I was like, dang, should I keep buying this? Like, what am I doing here? Like, you keep contemplating yourself, but I'm like, hey, I'm not more of a long-term investor. I'm going to hold these long-term. I'm not really worried about the short-term. So I just bought it, and it sold out. And I'm like, hey, I feel good. You know what I mean? Like that. You feel good. But I'm not telling you to do that at all. Do not, trust me, do not do what I do. I'm telling you to keep a budget for yourself. Me, I'm a whole different breed. You know what I mean? Like, you see all this around me. I'm going, you mean like that? But I have other, like I've said before in other videos, I have different assets and different investments that Pokemon's not everything for me. I'm trying to get more into Pokemon and more heavily into Pokemon because I actually understand it and stuff like that. But I'm saying, I have different things to kind of be like, hey, I can put the money here, I'm okay with that, because I know I can back it up just in case something does happen. You see what I'm saying? But other people, I know, are not in that circumstances. So make sure you're having a budget for yourself, even if it's like, let's say $150. You mean like that? $100, $30. You just want to buy one poster collection. Just keep that budget and stick to it. If you find something that you are able to pick up and hop up on, buy it if you can. I'm saying that. If you have, I mean, for Prismatic Evolutions, I'm having a bigger budget than I thought I would, honestly, but you know, I'm okay with that. I feel comfortable doing that. Like I said, you can sell some product that you don't really feel comfortable with, or you've had long-term gains with it already, or you sell cars that you don't have, that you don't really like to, and they're just keeping storage and stuff like that. Sell them, get them off. Like I said, I'll be having a video out maybe this weekend of how to sell cars on eBay. So make sure you subscribe for that, because that video will be out. I can tell you that. I'm gotta make that video because I feel like that video will help out a lot of people. But there's a lot of other things that it's just gonna be. There's another thing that I could say too is don't go into the FOMO. I know I am personally. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I feel really strongly. I've took a step back before we even got like anything really crazy announced. I knew Prismatic Evolutions was going to be crazy because it has 32 SIRs. 32 SIRs. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to go really heavy into this set. I feel strong about this set regardless. And the cards that we've kind of came out with, I like it. You mean like that? The cards, I'm excited for this set. We've had some more today. The Roaring Moon. Oh my goodness gracious. It's crazy. And like I said, we haven't even got to, this is just the beginning. We just started playing the game. We're at warm-ups right now. We still have Team Rocket, freaking trainer Pokemon, all kind of crazy sets coming out next year. It's such a crazy year coming. So you have to be prepared for this, to what's going to happen, and get ready for this market. If you want to get into product, if you want to get into sets next year, I'm going to tell you this right now. Under retail price is not going to happen. Good luck with that. It's going to be really, really rare. Those are going to sell out within minutes. I can tell you that right now. Like, even within seconds. That's how it is right now. Literally within seconds, these are selling out even at retail price. So if you can find something for at retail price and you're able to pick it up, pick it up. Hold it long term. Don't worry about it. And also, there's a big thing. Okay, I'm glad I remember this point too. Is whenever you're buying, and buy from multiple sources, buy from different places, because we don't know how much stock is going out there. We've heard rumors of some LGS is getting like 1 or 2 cases of ETBs. That's really scary. So we don't know what can really happen. Me personally, I've already bought from GameStop, Game Nerds, Target, Pokemon Center, and I think there's another one. I've already bought from 5 different places, so I know I can at least get some product, you know what I mean? And yeah, I've already spent my money with these places, but you know what I mean? They can cancel the orders. They don't really care, so just be careful for that. Look for multiple different suppliers and multiple different people you can buy from, because you never know what can happen. You don't know if you go all in on one, it can kind of burn you. I would say that's the one thing I can say, you have to have a bigger budget for this, because let's say your only budget's like $100. Let's say you put $100 in Target, like some deal came up on Target, and you're like, oh, I can only purchase this. I bought the deals at Target. So you should have a little bit more so you can be able to buy some more at other stores, like let's say Walmart, Best Buy, and stuff like that. So you just have to be prepared for this stuff. It's gonna sell out really fast. I can tell you that right now. Don't go crazy. If you already spent if you say you want to spend $200 or $500, let's say your limit was $500 for this set, spend that, and don't look back. I can tell you that right now, because in the long term, yes, sometimes you might be kicking yourself in the butt for this, but at the same time, you're having that mindset, because you have to, what is really kind of messing up this market, and what really messes up these people in this market, is you have to set standards for yourself regardless of the market, because you're going to protect yourself from the upside a little bit. Yes, you will, but you protect yourself from the downside as well. Because what happens if, okay, let me give you an instance. Let's say you've bet heavily, let's say you went all in on Prismatic Evolutions. I've heard people going crazy into Prismatic Evolutions. Watch Pokemon be like, okay, people want to scout these for twice MSRP, let's turn on the money printers and let's print them to the ground. Let's print this to the ground. Do I think Pokemon would do that? Absolutely not. I really do not think so. But I'm just saying, for example, what can happen and what is the potential to happen, and the kind of downside you have to be prepared for. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be watching out for that kind of market and watch out when that kind of happens. So you are gonna, let's say Prismatic Evolutions goes triples, quadruples MSRP. Yes, you'll probably lose some stuff like that. Yes, of course, but you're being careful for the downside in yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you're watching out for that. But anything at MSRP, I feel like is really comfortable over the long period of time, regardless if they do reprints or anything like that, because this is a really strong set. And I'm talking about other sets. I'm kind of more focused on Prismatic Evolutions. Yes, I am, but everything that I'm saying for Prismatic Evolutions is going towards everything else in 2025 that's going to be coming out, because we have a lot coming out. There's a lot of different things, but right now the hot focus is Prismatic Evolutions. So whatever kind of advice I'm talking about for Prismatic Evolutions, I'm giving for all sets. You should do this. You should always have cash around. Make sure you're finding them at decent prices, because like 99% sure to you, the rest of the sets that's going to be coming out in 2025, we're going to have to buy them at MSRP. You're not going to find them for nothing lower. I can tell you right now. I don't know what's going to happen after 2025. We don't know what's going to happen there, but for 2025, you're going to have to buy stuff for MSRP. So if you can find it for MSRP, buy it, hop on it. It's not going to last a while. I can tell you that right now, and good luck. I can tell you that right now, because it is very very difficult to buy product right now. Trust me, I got so lucky last night with the prismatic evolutions. I was at work during the time. A lot of people were like, hey, why people were, I woke up this morning on Reddit being like, hey, why they drop stuff at night? I'm glad they did, because there wasn't freaking all these people hopping on it. Everybody was asleep, you know what I mean? Like that, the whole US was asleep, the people that are going to these stores and buying them. So the people that were at night, we didn't have that many people, so we got lucky and got some of those. That's why I took advantage of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I was ready for that advantage. I was ready for that. I was prepared for that. You know what's crazy too? I guess I'll kind of tell this in the video and kind of end it, but I was prepared to buy some of those ETBs for $80. I was still thinking about it. $80 ETBs, I was going to buy a whole case. So I was waiting to drop $800 on those ETBs. But guess what? I waited a day or two, and that's why I'm saying don't FOMO into these sets. I mean, yeah. Don't FOMO into these sets. Don't buy over MSRP. I wouldn't be really... You can try to do that right now. If you feel comfortable like that, you can buy over MSRP, but I wouldn't be buying over MSRP because you don't know. You can probably eventually get some for MSRP, like I got lucky and did. If I would have pulled the trigger on the ETBs, I still would have bought the poster collections, of course, but I would have felt kind of bad about myself. I'd be like, dang, why did I do this? So make sure you're kind of... You got to, like I said, in this market right now, investors are going to learn, and you have to learn, be like, hey, because you're going to have more of a gain if you buy it from retail price. Of course, you mean you're going to have more of a gain, and you have less of a downside risk if you buy it for retail. Like I said, good luck buying for retail, but you're having less of a downside risk. But if you want to get into it for over MSRP, good luck. Hey, do what you got to do, you know what I mean, like that. You're not the only one out there. The main point that I want to get across in this video is just make sure you have cash around. Be ready. Don't go over budget. Don't go crazy into sets. Don't buy over MSRP unless you feel comfortable doing that. If you feel comfortable doing it, do what you want to do. I want to explain that because I know some people want to buy over MSRP. Trust me, I was about to too. And I'm still thinking about it for the ETBs, because the ETBs I really believe in long term. But I do have a good amount of prismatic evolutions right now, and if I get some for MSRP, I would be comfortable buying more at MSRP. Over MSRP, I don't really feel too comfortable buying. Personally, that's just me. That's just my thought process. You can do what you want to do. I want to get that across. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all learned something. I would love to hear you. What are you doing for 2025? Are you kind of getting cash around? Are you starting to sell stuff? You mean left and right, do these kind of things just for this? Like, trust me, it's going to be a crazy market in 2025. We better be ready for it. And you have to be, the main thing I want to get across in this video, I'm going to tell this again, is have cash around. Have cash. Cash is going to be king for 2025 because you are going to be able to pick up deals when they come up. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're able to cop on something. If something comes up, you don't want to be one of the people that are like, hey, I don't have no cash for this, so you're not able to buy it. That's going to be the worst feeling. Trust me, it is. So make sure you're having cash around. Make sure you at least have a good amount of budget. You mean like that? Let's say you want to spend $500. Let's just say, for instance, I would have like $1,000 just in case. You mean like that? That's what I would think. Do what you want to do. Love to hear y'all's opinions. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all got some value out of this video. If y'all did, make sure you like the video. Comment what you're doing for 2025. What sets are you gonna be chasing 2025 too? Let me know, because I might try to go. I'm gonna chase everything in 2025. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun year. I can tell you that. But be careful. Don't go crazy. Don't overspend. Hope y'all enjoy this. See y'all next one. Peace.